Ready? Cowboy 80. Set. Ready? Got it. Ready? Ready? Go! Ready, right? Ready, break! Go! Here we go, here we go!
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. And birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both friends. So she on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her, and I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like she running up, she one of them. She pay a bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023, and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all open. I drop with the whole world sing. Rock when I do like this, it's the big block though.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the club. Only one model with designers in the thugs. When we shop at Rick on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Come on, lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got his swerve and is missing every raindrop? Hit him with that, then they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these, I got diamonds in my socks. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city, give a about your block. Lights on, lights off. Go on, twerk it if you know that song. Deep dive and get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Aviators of Chicago. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
13 low.
Now Lawrence on first down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not bad.
I don't think he's going to do that. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Now Lawrence to throw. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Aviators are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
and when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Come on. Hey. 60
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touch marks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Take right open. 11.
Here's Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence setting up the screen for Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
11 more on that one, and another first down. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his first touchdown on the year. And the Aviators have moved out in front. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hooker wants to change the look. First and 10, Taylor now. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now they'll audible to something else. Hooker now on second down. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Throwing. Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Gibbs straight ahead. Well, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Running left, Taylor. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now a bootleg with Hooker. Rolling to his right. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Lawrence. And Cook has it left side. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence is going to get his guys to go quickly. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They'd given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Hooker now off play action. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. They'll roll him out right, and he'll just get rid of him. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Hooker to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon puts it off, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Moore. He's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half.
There he goes, left side. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. 147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Start. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hooker. That's caught left side by Hardman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. 1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Come on. Hey.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And complete, right side to Cook. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 yards to go, second down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Aviators have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Hooker from the gun on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Takes it to about the 37. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, another run with Taylor. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Returning it is Moore. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They're going option play on third down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. Connection made with Chanel. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Left side, Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Lawrence. Right side, Claypool's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now 1st and goal. Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing now, Lawrence. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
This is 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Boy, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
30 left.
Lawrence on the sneak. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. run for it. Cook, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Marked down at his own 3-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Lions, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago,